Merry greetings, my children! I have been neglectful as of late. The first year of the Longbox, we spotlighted Creepy's companion comic about science fiction horror. But we didn't last year. So, why don't we take a peek at something eerie? If I ever stop loving horror anthology, my children, you can have me killed all over again. And while I don't often discuss the covers of comics, just remember that they are often as glorious as what lies inside, like this beastly beauty with horns, scars, and rather extended appendages all over the form. I think there's even another eye and mouth growing out of their chest. Gorgeous. First up from Cousin Eerie is Joy of Life. It pertains to a 40,000-year-old cow skeleton discovered by some college kids that still has a preserved stomach and a bizarre prehistoric fungal spore within it. A scientist named Dr. Gulan is brought out of retirement to study the spore and help it grow into a mushroom-like substance that seems to stimulate the pleasure center of the brain. When some of the liquids of the spore are tested on a monkey, it makes it insanely happy and joyful. However, soon afterwards, the work is confiscated and destroyed. Dr. Gulan, having nothing else to live for aside from the work, takes a small sample of the mushroom back with her and consumes it. She then looks into a mirror and sees herself young and beautiful again. However, as it turns out, the chemical mutates whatever takes it, turning them into a monstrous creature that is hallucinating everything, causing widespread destruction and even consuming other living beings. However, the police are able to stop her rampage. And at least she managed to die with a smile on her face. Isn't that how you want to go out, turning into a horrible monster while undergoing terrible delusions? That's how I always dreamed it would be. Next up for all you kaiju fans is the king of all monsters. Aging suit actor Haruo Furuya is being forcibly retired from his role as the giant creature Monstar. They're going to replace the suit with digital motion capture technology and new cameras that are too good for the pyrotechnics of the genre. Haruo, saddened when he is told that Monstar no longer frightens audiences anymore, angrily hits the camera, which malfunctions and electrocutes him. And well, if monster movies have taught us anything from Frankenstein to Friday the 13th Part 6, electricity equals monster! Haruo grows to giant size and takes his young producer around the city as he smashes it to show them a performance they will never forget. But she points out the obvious. Yes, the man inside the costume is more important and that they do a better job of scaring audiences, but when you teach them to know fear and to believe in monsters, you also teach them how to fight monsters. And finally we have Journey into Wonder, which, like Eerie is the cousin of Creepy, is a fantasy story, the cousin of science fiction. It tells the tale of a dwarf, or a goblin specifically, by the name of Grendel. On a special day, he came to King Xenia for knighthood, to serve his king and be given the title of Sir. The court balked that such a hideous little troll could be given such an honor, but he is given the chance to serve by going to rescue a sorceress guarded by the giant creature known as the Grinka. I am beginning to notice a theme in this comic of large monsters and prejudices against them for just doing their job. Fortunately, Grendel has a strong heart and even stronger spirit, for he ventures forth and is able to slay the two-headed Gringa by collapsing a cave wall on top of him. He rescues the sorceress, who is blind due to a curse, and returns with her to the king, along with a magic ring that Grendel suspects is the true source of his victory. The court once more laughs at the idea that Grendel was successful at his task due to his ugliness and size, and is challenged to a joust, which he wins!
Was it the power of the ring that brought him success? Or perhaps the power of his convictions?
Who cares either way? The important thing is to simply remember that we all have our own elegantly eerie tales of the exciting and extraordinary. And they can usually be found in anthologies like this.